I am going to be continuing drawing this in Adobe Flash. If you need help with drawing up a 2D female character, you have come to the right place. I am going to resume to where I was since episode 4. As you can see on the bottom left, I've completed some frames. Yep, that took a while. Please do watch the video. I actually like to have more watch time than people taking like and leave after 22 seconds. I've had that happen a bunch of times lately. For instance, one of my recent videos got 6 likes. However, my average view duration for that video is 22 seconds. So people like my video so much they left after 22 seconds? That doesn't make much sense, judging that my long form videos are a heck of a lot longer than 22 seconds. Basically, the most important metric for me on YouTube is average view duration. Then it's subscribers, then it's likes. So that order. But I digress. I did say this a bunch of times in my videos before, but onion skin is one of the best things on Flash or any 2D animation software. It's such a lifesaver. It saved me making so many mistakes. So if you got that in 2D animation, make sure that you use it. I did make a video on Clip Studio Pro. I did use the trial version, and I shall put this as a card on the top right corner. I put quite a lot of effort in that video, and I will say that Clip Studio Pro is pretty good. I can understand why people love that. Now, you do have to mind out for one aspect of onion skin. You see those grey squares on the left and right hand side of the pink rectangle frame right here? Yeah, you can actually stretch those out, and it's where if you stretch it too much you'll see so many onion skin frames, and it's where you can actually slow down your computer doing that. Because once I did a test and I had 12 different frame poses, it was for a walk cycle, you can see every single frame all on one go, and it's where it actually really slowed down my PC. And that was like years ago, so I had much more basic technology back then. Once someone online made a video saying do not zoom in when drawing 2D artwork, and I watched about 2 minutes saying why, and he made absolutely no sense at all. I was like thinking, why would you not want to zoom in on your art? If you've got like a very detailed character and you want to neaten things up much more precisely, you will need to zoom in. 90% of the time I draw zoomed in at like 800% or 1600%, as you can see on the top right corner, which I'll put a little arrow there. But yes, I totally disagree with that one YouTuber saying do not zoom in on your artwork. It just doesn't work, especially with me anyway. But my advice is definitely zoom in when you need to. There's nothing wrong with zooming in and drawing. It's quite good that. The problem with the internet or offline in general is that people will say do this, and then another person will just say don't do this. So you know, you cannot please everyone, and that's the fact of life, unfortunately. So yeah, basically my advice is zoom in when you need to. There's no shame in doing that. I do it a lot, as you can see here. I've done this for years. Obviously if you're drawing on paper, you just sit closer to the paper with your face and that sort of thing. That's fine to do as well. The only time I would ever not zoom in is if it's a very basic picture that doesn't have much detail, like basic shapes like a triangle or a circle or something very, very basic. But yeah, but if it's like a character that's got a lot of detail on them, you're gonna need to zoom in at least a few times like I do. Oh yes, I do know more information about Creator. I did talk about Creator right at the end of my review on Clip Studio Pro, the trial version. I do know now that Creator's actually free. I thought there was like a free version and a paid version, but there's just a free version. And I've not used Creator yet. I did check out a few reviews on Creator, and obviously since it's free, people like it. But people did say more than 10 years back, the problem with free content or free items offline is that you're not going to get a lot for something that's actually free. So it's like Blender 3D, which I've used years ago. I used it for about 200-300 hours, I believe. And it's where I don't like Blender that much, but it's an alright-ish program anyway. So yeah, I'm hoping that when I do use Creator for the first time, it won't be a steep learning curve, and it's not going to take me like over an hour to realize how to color something in. Just like I did with Clip Studio Pro when I made my review on that. If I do a review on Creator, I'm probably gonna draw a lightning sword. So yes, it's because I made a paper drawing of a lightning sword right here. And the reason why it's on an envelope is because my PC was being upgraded a few months back, and it's where I had no PC. So I just thought, oh, let's just draw this. So even if it's rough, it's okay, I'll just draw it again when I get my digital art programs available. So yes, because the thing with drawing objects is that obviously if it's a humanoid character, it takes a lot more time to draw up a character than drawing like a tree or a house or something, because obviously it's not as complex. So yes, it probably will be a lightning sword I'll be drawing up for the Creator test run. So yes, those circle holes looks rough. Gonna fix that. One small problem with Flash is sometimes when I copy paste frames, some stroke lines on a new frame turn wiggly out of nowhere, and you have to look close up, which is why I support zooming in. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have seen this. You see? Someone else did tell me back in 2011, you don't have to fix this, nobody will look this close to see a small mistake that far away. You can barely tell. Because the thing with me is I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist, but you know. Please do check out my other art video I've got at the end. One of the thumbnails at the end of this video got 701 likes, so please do check that out. I put a lot of effort in that one.